Okay, well, hello there, shutterbugs. Hope everyone's having a great day. I thought we'd jump into my journey to Guru on GuruShots by looking at some of the amazing work that's coming out as like the end of year challenges on GuruShots. There's some amazing stuff. So the 2018 best insect shots. I suppose it's really forcing us to look back over the year, to curate, to consider what our best and maybe areas of improvement are. But this really brings out some phenomenal photography. Here is one that I can't actually participate in because I am one below the Masters. I'm on my way to the Masters. This is only for Masters and Gurus. It's Guru of the Year. But one thing I can do as a participant is vote. Or in particular this time take a bit of a stroll through. So I thought we'd have a look through some of the applicants for Guru of the Year. These are only Masters or Gurus, so it's going to be very interesting. Just to have a look at some of the diversity, some of the techniques that have been used, some that maybe don't quite really jump off the page, but and others that are probably just spectacular. Everything from studio shots through to out in Mother Nature herself. Some gorgeous portraiture. I'm not sure if this was set up in a studio or taken in situ, but that is a beautiful shot. Cityscapes that just blow the mind. So these are limited to the best of the best on GuruShots, and hopefully inspiring us to look that little bit deeper into how we take photos, what we take images of, the colors that are used, maybe considering a little bit of the post-production work. These again just worth scrolling through for some of the best that are out there. Bringing these colors to life, getting the detail, considering the background and the focus, the depth of focus that's there, how you interact with a subject, whether it's actually looking at you or away from you, what sort of angles we use. Here just a simple background, here going for maybe a little less saturated to provide the mood, to give a bit of story. Some of the action shots that are out there. These are just spectacular images, and really suggest that it's worth taking some time to wander through the Guru of the Year challenge. Of course, as a participant you can vote on these. I'm not sure how that's weighed against those that are actually Masters or Gurus, but amazing. So digging through, I'm not sure why someone would maybe put that one in, given the caliber of what else is out there, but I suppose we live and learn and we swap. Some simple artistic ones through to some phenomenal subjects and areas. So there we go. So that's the Guru of the Year challenge. Pretty amazing, and highly suggest you dig in and have a look around. Just the amount of time some photographers, well, as a photographer, we should spend on setting up, on trying to capture that perfect shot, and then you get something like that as a result. Just mind-blowing. Wow. Hopefully that then didn't charge the photographer, leaving a nasty bite. So there you go. So just a bit of high-level inspiration to begin with before we duck into 2 or 3 of the challenges here today. I think we try and again keep this under the 15-minute mark or thereabouts. The striking lead line's fantastic. I said we'd look at some of the other ones that kind of summarize the year, that come under the best of the year. This week's headlines is an interesting one. I don't think people are lining up for that one. It's just suggesting either people reading news or newspaper, or a shot that might capture the week's headline, but it doesn't seem to be very well participated in. Thirst for more is always fun. So let's look here. Okay, so here we go. 2018 best cityscape or skyline. So let's quickly jump out to the ranking there just to see how many people are participating. This is always a bit of fun. So it's what, only 5, 10, maybe 12,000 or so people in this one. But yeah, not a bad mix. Let's go find it again. Alrighty, got the latest NBN network here in Australia, meant to be higher level fibre optics, but yeah, still a bit slow at times. Alrighty, let's go for a quick vote through here. I've just finished most of my voting for today, so we'll just take a bit of a stroll through, see some of the beautiful distance shots, yeah, the various colours that come out. Here just using the skyline as a background to another subject, and obviously here trying to cram as many landmarks in. Is that, I wonder where that is, Vegas or, I'm not sure. Alright, through to some fairly dullish ones. Beautiful, again, this tint here of just being all that sort of greeny grey colour. One lone subject flying over, and the disproportionate size, just, yeah, it's a beautiful artistic shot. Here it is a cityscape, but yeah, nothing really distinctive. Here again, washed. Yep, thanks for sharing that cloud. We've got a bit of blur there. I'm wondering whether that works or doesn't work, whether it was intended or not. It doesn't quite do it for me there. Clear, crisp, colourful, just beautiful, beautiful shots. Yeah, really need to get out there at different times of day to capture these amazing images. Right, what else we got here? All looking good, a bit dull there. Something nice again, bit of artistic shot, really yeah, makes it something special. And then go for a bit of monochrome, a bit of black and white. Really bringing out those highlights in the different areas, and then just blending the darker areas all into one. Yeah, really, again, taking such taking time just to think of what we can learn as we scroll through these. I absolutely love this opportunity. Here you've got a skyline from, or a cityscape from, yeah, kind of much lower down, different perspective, and that just absolutely rocks. Beautiful colours, beautiful luminescence. It's all coming together there. Yeah, interesting steely grey, nice use of reflection there, as blurry as it is. And then we go the panoramic view of a city. Pretty amazing. So there you go, some city skylines, some cityscapes. I might jump from that straight into the urban challenge. There's a great one down here I wanted to have a look at. Most creative shots we'll look at too. Urban scenery. This again can give lots of different images in here, from simple images of housing through to the city itself, and yeah, I've seen some really good. You go, a little side alley here with some interesting, I'm gonna say Hasidic headgear there, but I could be wrong. Something a little older school by the looks of it, or it's just been taken to make it look a bit older. I think that's the North Shore of Sydney by the looks of it, Northern Beaches. Beautiful. Right through to slightly blurry, bad shutter speed type of urban scenery, highly out of focus and low resolution, doesn't quite do it. Alrighty, yeah, not as inspiring as I've seen in the past, kind of a bit dull, interesting subject, but yeah, it doesn't really pop off the page or off the screen. Just really poor quality ones here, beautiful ones set up with a subject, adding some pizzazz, adding some energy to the shot. I'm going to say that looks a little composed, but may or may not be. But still, alrighty, urban scenery with a bit of interesting streetwear there. Yeah, got some fun stuff. A lot of this is really, really low quality. So let's jump to another challenge then, to go from this where you'd expect really high level artistic architectural quality urban landscapes, great colours, maybe some real artistic bits and pieces which just aren't popping out today. And let's look at the mobile challenge. There's actually one here that challenges people to show off the shots they've taken on their phone. Oh, yeah, the photographer, interesting. Where do we go? Filling the frames, beautiful. Want to check out panning as well. I hope it hasn't already finished. Phone photography art, awesome. So this again is just challenging people to put up something that would pretty well challenge a DSLR shot. And some of these have been coming up beautifully. We can only trust that they are done on phones. There's metadata that'll usually go along with this and will show exactly what style of or what specifications of the camera, of the shot, all that. So it's actually, yeah, can be quite interesting. I'm not sure if it shows it for everybody. I know it shows it for my individual shots. So here you go. This again, just from a phone, is beautiful. So simple. It's more just playing with textures and light. But yeah, can contrast that to some of the urban street stuff we saw before, and it was like, really? People can get amazing stuff on phones. Even little old cameras can often do the job in the hands of a good photographer. So here you go. These are just all supposedly from phones, and yeah, you get a couple of low-grade ones, but most of them are beautiful. Amazing compositions. Real play with the light there on the side, washing that out, taking out some of the background, which is, I think, a great effect. And again, even depth of field coming up beautifully here. Alrighty, so there we go. There's a really, really inspiring amount of imagery taken from phones. It's always been the case, I think. A good photographer, no matter what their tool will do much better than a poor photographer with the latest and greatest. Possibly including yours sincerely. Alrighty, so there, yeah, really, really good mix there. Might just take a quick jump out as well into my profile, and I'll look at my shots, because I'm pretty sure that here we can see exactly not only the background of the achievements, but also it should show, I thought it did, thought it actually showed information about the shot. Yeah, what camera it was taken on. Have a look at another one. Excuse me there. So here you go, labels, achievements. No, okay, maybe they've stopped doing that. But I thought it definitely was there. All right, let's check out challenges. Just mute the phone as well while I'm here. Sound off. Cool. And for one or two last ones, so we want to see the panning photography. So a great technique here. I've given a very, very poor shot because I really don't have any that really suits. This kind of does, with a bit of motion in the background. That's an actual statue. One I love, and I just took the color out in the background. I did it through selection, actually in Photoshop. I should have maybe used Lightroom and just taken out the colors in the back. But yeah, this again, when you see some people that do it really well, is spectacular. The idea is that with a slow shutter speed, so you might have it open for 2 or 4 seconds, you actually follow a moving subject, and that will blur the background whilst keeping the subject in clear focus. Something like this is brilliantly done. Just, yeah, so clear, the subject, beautiful big long blurry lines in the background. Here just slightly blurred, still nicely done. To a much lesser effect here, to a much greater effect there, where because of the subject moving, it's even getting a little bit of, or actually quite a bit of, blur on the subject itself, more in the background, and I think they've managed to just focus more on the head there. But that's, yeah, brilliant, brilliant shot. Yeah, I should like that one. I've got a few to spare. That I love. That is great. This is more, yeah, kind of looks like it's almost using a fisheye lens as well. Great light coming through there. Look at that. That's very, very interesting. The techniques behind that. So using it on boats, using it on bikes, using it on cars. any form of transport, anything moving. Here they've managed to capture a bird, someone who's paraboarding, if that's the current term, right through to, wow, archers, horseback archers. Phenomenal. So yeah, great technique that I'm going to be playing around with. Looks like a model car out for its for a bit of a run. And this is still getting the same effect, but holding still on a stationary target while something moves in the background. Yeah, all done wonderfully. Not so much there. Here again, holding still for that and capturing the movement in the background. It just makes for, yeah, gorgeous effect, really putting that sense of movement into the whole picture. And yeah, one I absolutely love. So many great techniques to be learnt, and yeah, so little time to do them all. Alrighty, one more there as we've just hit the 15-minute mark. Let's have a look at symmetry and balance is great. The photographer, this should be interesting. So this again is asking for various images that only a photographer kind of sees. So it's based on the premise that people can see a scene, but photographers often see things within that scene that make it, yeah, a little bit special. They focus in on some things and use certain techniques, taking parts of something rather than the whole. And yeah, this comes up quite nicely. So yeah, this I kind of like. You've got to imagine the rest of the scene yourself. This is a beautiful one, wondering what else is around it. Same with the dandelion. Again, these little lemons here going, what the hell is going on? Yeah, it's really focusing on a tiny part of the scene and yeah, bringing it to life. Still telling a story, but just by focusing on a very small part of the scene. So yeah, wondering why is there water there? What's happening out here? This is beautiful macro. Wow, tiny but so clear. Got to check this out. That is top notch. Wow, the focus around there. I wonder if that's been played with a little bit in post, or whether it's just someone that's got a really good technique. That could even be like a bit of a gel ring around the outside of or just in front of the lens. But, yeah, wow, so many amazing techniques. All right, definitely love that one. But yeah, this again is just the eye of the photographer. Who would have thought of focusing in on that one little plant and capturing this beautiful sort of blurred coloration around the outside? So yeah, really brings it to life. Makes it something very special. Interesting little macro, not amazing. Beautiful textures and contours here on what looks like the a water scene. This is gorgeous. What a contrast, these little light lines, the fence, the little light bird, and the very green background. Yeah, it's just something that a lot of people might glance past, glance over, but a great photographer can really bring it to life. Totally abstract here by the looks of it, but wow. And what else have we got here? Okay, geez, that took a second or two to focus on what's going on there, but looking up a funnel of some type, a chimney or a building, to a plane flying overhead, perfectly timed. Alrighty, so there you go. Something with the eye of the photographer, challenging us to go beyond what a non-photographic person in a space might see, and yeah, getting us to really focus on parts of certain angles, certain ways of looking at things, which hopefully that has inspired you to do today. We're going to call that an end to my journey to GuruShots today, as I currently sit at champion on my way to master, still looking to get these top 5% rankings on at least two more challenges sometime soon. I'm out there, I'm curating, I'm moving things around a lot. My swaps are right down because I've been swapping out some better photos constantly. I need to go in and vote on everything, 0 fills, and these keys to unlock things and unlock boosts. I've been capturing most of the boosts, which in Australia happen around the middle of the day, and you can get in and then boost the photo for a little more exposure, and I managed to catch them most days. But yeah, I think they repeat on the same day or same time every day. I shouldn't be giving away that tip, but there you go. Let's all get in and yeah, get the most exposure we can for our images. All right, Shutterbugs, I'll leave you with it. Get out there, take some amazing shots. Yeah, really push yourself, dig through GuruShots and for some inspiration. Please share, please interact. Yeah, let me know what you think. Yeah, what other techniques you use, maybe even what other platforms to really curate and challenge your own photographic journey. Alrighty, so bye for now. Have a great time. Again, I'll still be on and off over the Christmas period. Hopefully more on than off. And yeah, talk soon.